Mama T, thank you for the follow. Make sure you guys got water. Help me out. Take it off in the sky is the limit of the critics. I'm staying true. I remember that. Giving rise to death, divine intervention. Don't even keep going over. Only to be on the reason. Archangels ain't good. The cosmic everywhere. Supersonic, ethertonic, hypnotic, harmonic. Hyperspace, solid, triple over my body. You feel the ecstasy. You know you want it. Now it's time to rise. The spirit in the cosmic love. Calling on my guardian. Opening the heart. It has enough. Y'all lucky on camera. I'll be bugging. Just going up. Listen, I want to start by saying welcome, beautiful soul. Welcome, Soul Star Majesty. Do you know what that even means? Soul Star Majesty, your beautiful soul. You said you had to cut everyone one by one. Sad but necessary. Ashe, very necessary. Welcome, Spirit to Spit. Welcome, Becky. Yo, if I missed you, my bad. Call me out. So I'm gonna read some things, and don't try to grab it so hard, bro. Let it be a casual. Let it be subtle. Don't try to grab it. Let your body really take it, bro. In quantum mechanics and information theory, the Matrix is not some sci-fi fantasy. It is a field of information. A lot of that information was diluted. A lot of our data, our DNA. That's why you gotta be careful what you listen to. You gotta be careful what you eat. You gotta be careful who you're around, because it all affects your DNA. You know everything over there, but let me cook. It's a field of information. So the Matrix is a field of information, okay? And we've been living in a false field of information because information with your DNA, okay? Yeah. You can think of it as a quantum holographic projector made from layers of energy, frequency, light, geometry, and encoded data. The Matrix is built from the zero-point field. We were talking about the zero-point field. The quantum vacuum, a field of infinite potential, also known as the womb, because everything comes from the womb. There's no better place to be than zero. If you are familiar with zero, you're probably the richest person, you're the wealthiest person around, okay? Field of infinite potential energy from which all particles emerge. All particles emerge. So if you're going through some tower moments, I'm gonna say good. I'm glad. Because you don't know, after that humbling, you're gonna rebuild off of the zero. You know what I mean? Because things that fall, you gotta know, things that fall, they don't just fall. They fall because of a fault. They fall because of a lack of integrity. They fall because somewhere you weren't building off of divinity, you weren't building off of something authentic. Things that were built off of truth last forever. You understand? You know how long forever is? I'll wait. Tell me how long forever is. Everything we perceive as physical reality is created by waves intersecting, collapsing into particles, matters when observed. Consciousness as the observer, that's why it's important that you guys should be here. She said that tower is brutal but necessary. Ashe, this is more than just sound. This is more than light. This is primordial energy. It is literally, this is a portal, okay? Every place you go to, you may not be aware of it, but your DNA is listening, your subtle bodies are listening, okay? Especially when you observe it. Consciousness as the observer, you are collapsing the probability into form. That's why be careful who you're around, bro. Think I'm fucking with you. Be around people that see the best in you. They want the most in you. They uplift your Don't be around people that you feel less than when you leave, because they're helping you collapse the probability into form by observing and believing or focusing your fucking awareness. So the Matrix is not something you're stuck in. It is something that is generated from moment to moment by how our energy is interpreted through our consciousness. Ashizo, my family, you are the projector. You are the quantum observer effect. In quantum physics, the observer affects the states. This is important to listen. The act of observation alters the outcome of the observed. Ooh. That means your conscious attention literally collapses the probability in reality, like a film projector firing images onto a screen. Your belief, focus, and energetic signature becomes the code. Listen to me. Your belief, I don't know what you got going on behind the screen. Your belief affects it. Your focus affects it. And the energy signature affects it. There's a lot going on beyond my words. Your subtle bodies, you're picking up on the tones, you're picking up on the light, the frequency, the sound, you're picking up on my energy signature. All this becomes the code that determines the scene in front of you. We have 19 people in here. There's 19 different films they're watching from 19 different worlds right now, watching all over in the multiverse. Your mind is the lens. Your emotions are the light source amplifier. Your body is the grounding wire to the grid. Your consciousness is the scriptwriter. No perception, no projection, no alignment equals distortion in the broadcast. That's how powerful when you come in alignment is. You are a node in the quantum grid. Coherence and entanglement. This is actually a very important part, family. Listen up. The matrix is structured as a quantum grid, a vast interconnected web of data nodes. You are one of the nodes. Like a multidimensional internet. You are a node in this field. I'm just going to shut up and read. This is not a metaphorical. Your heart and your brain emits the measurable electric magnetic field that interacts with the larger quantum field. None of this takes belief. Fuck your belief. You need to know this, okay? You need to know that you are a node in the net, okay? And every time you rise up to your node and you're coherent, you help your brothers and sisters out there who are fucking in incoherent state of being. They're fragmented, they're hurt. That's how important it is. We not only lift the earth, we anchor in heaven, okay? This might fly over a lot of people's head, but just casually take it in. Don't grab it too hard, okay? The matrix structures is quantum grid, a vast interconnected wave of data nodes like a multidimensional internet. You are a node in this field. This is not metaphorical. Thank God. Your heart and brain emit immeasurable electric magnetic fields. So does the earth. That interacts with the larger quantum field. Two key mechanics here. Quantum coherence and quantum entanglement. Quantum coherence is when your heart and mind are in harmony. You may not fucking believe me because, I don't know, you're distorted and you might be blinded by, I don't know, maybe hate, envy, or something is not letting you receive. If you can't take my word for it, there's governments who've done projects behind your back, 3-letter agencies, that literally will tell you the same thing. They've been studying you. While you're over here chilling in ignorance, they studied our ancestors. They literally disembodied them. They took their body apart. They studied each body part. They really did some work on us. All to make fallen angel technology. All to make fake technology when we're the living technology. So I hope you're listening. Quantum coherence is when your heart and brain are in harmony. Emotion and thoughts are aligned. You enter a state of coherence, which amplifies your ability to transmit clean signals into the grid. Who here got that? Who here heard that? Who here didn't know that? I just want to see a show of something. Who here didn't know what coherence means? I didn't. I had to learn this. It's important. So when I say come together in coherence, I know what coherence means because I was not coherent. Quantum coherence is when your heart and brain are in harmony, emotions and thoughts are aligned. You enter a state of coherence. In this state, which amplifies your ability to transmit clean signals into the grid. So now we're going to talk about quantum entanglement. These are another mechanics. You're learning mechanics because we are entering a new realm. We're coming into a new tomb, coming out of the atom into the quantum. You need the mechanics because you need to move. Listen, quantum entanglement at the subatomic level, particles and people can be entangled. Particles and people can be entangled? How? Meaning their states become linked. And if you don't feel what I just said, then this ain't for you. My boy down there said I had to cut people off. This is fucking why. Quantum entanglement, right? At the subatomic level, you all start seeing light, frequency, and sound. I'm trying to tell you. On a particle level, people can be entangled, meaning their states become linked. That's why you gotta be careful where you go. Don't just watch video to video. You're too royal for that. You can't just be hanging out with peasants, bro. You gotta move with purpose. You think I'm playing with you. I'm not playing with you. You gotta watch what you listen to, watch what you watch. It all affects your DNA, okay? And it's all helping, what did we read this earlier? It's helping collapse the probability into form. Something like that. It sounded good. It sounded good, all right? So listen, their state of beings become linked with yours because the causal bodies is the real body, meaning their states become linked no matter how far apart they are. So when you shift your state, you can influence the state of others, even across vast dissonance. So when you raise your frequency, you're not just feeling better. It's not enough to wake up, meaning it's not enough to hear information. That's what I mean when I say wake up. I'm not talking about get out of bed. I'm talking about when you have a mental awareness, it's not enough to say, oh, I'm aware. You gotta embody that. You gotta feel it. You gotta raise your frequency up because it's not just about your feelings. You're literally recalibrating your local node and impacting the entangled nodes across the grid. That's all I care about. She says the downloads and her zoning out. Come on, let's keep zoning out. I say. She said, do you teach how to? Of course. Some of you are doing it. It's innately within you. You do it without even trying. That's how fucking powerful you are. Stop playing with me. Some of you are so powerful, you're not even aware. We be competing with synthetic clones. Some of you are so powerful. I don't know who this is, but you're getting blocked because I don't. So now we're going to talk about quantum embodiment, rebuilding. Quantum embodiment, rebuilding the body-mind to hold higher frequencies. This is the core of what you said earlier. Listen, it's not just about frequency. It's about becoming the new active you, building a new mind and body. We need to have, every time you go through a new womb, just like when your heart busted the fuck open, you had to create new bone structure. You had to rebuild yourself. You had to rebuild a new mind, a new body. Energy becomes information before matter. Every thought you think is an electric pattern. You need to know this, because it ain't no woo-wah. It's only woo-wah. It's only magic when you're ignorant. It's only mystical when you're fucking... They look at us like we're dumb. They look at us like we're children. You need to know every thought is electrical pattern. We think neurological is. Every emotion is a magnetic field. Crazy how in alignment we are. Ashe, we really are. So your thought is electric and your emotions is magnetic. Combined, they create a torus field. Say what? They create a torus field. Your personal electric-magnetic frequency. Your habitual energetic field determines what kind of experiences, people, and timelines you resonate with. That's why it's a big deal when you fucking change the whole fucking loop and you do something different. You fucking change, you decide to take a left today. The servers are like, what are you doing? He's not doing the same thing. Because when you change it up, people, places, and things change it up. Everything has to change it up. Know that frequency carries wave information, the encoded blueprint riding on the wave, embodiment. So I'm gonna read that again. So listen again. We're gonna talk about frequency, we're gonna talk about embodiment. So frequency, the carrier wave. The frequency is the carrier wave. Information is the encoded blueprint riding on the wave. Embodiment is when your body is stable enough to hold and express that blueprint. To embody higher consciousness, you must upgrade your operating system. You must go through an iOS. That's why you see people, I get mad when I see people talking about the same shit, but they're over here smoking the J, drinking alcohol, and they want to act like they can talk about spiritual shit. You're mutating your DNA. It ain't that deep. You're fucking with your DNA, bro. You don't have the embodiment. You're cursing my people. Because truth ain't words. Truth is frequency. That's why a lot of these Luciferian, they all have these scriptures hidden in the Vatican, but it came alive when you came alive. You activate it. You're the living. You have the embodiment. You have the temple. Listen, neuroplasticity is when you're rewiring your brain from the survival mode, which we all have gone through. PTSD is a real thing. When you're rewiring it from survival mode, from fear, from trauma loops. Because I promise you, if I was smoking and drinking, it wouldn't come out the way it's coming out now. I probably wouldn't even gone live this time, this long. I know myself, bro. Because it's not about my feelings and my beastly desires and my attachment. We had to work hard to remove the fear, the trauma loops, into expansive, integrated thinking, creativity, unity, vision, heart-brain coherence, a synchronized electric-magnetic field. Listen, heart-brain coherence, remember? A heart-brain coherence, a synchronized electric-magnetic field, creating a quantum clarity in the signal of integrity. A lot of our nervous system had to go through a recalibration. You cannot hold high-frequency data in a deregulated system. So people that want to try to wear this energy, try to fucking, I'm gonna go live and say exactly what he said. They don't understand it's not just words that I'm speaking. I'm carrying energy. I'm carrying fucking energy. Words carry energy. You know that, right? Words mask. Where we come from, we don't even use words. It's too dense. Alpha, beta is too dense. Alphabet is too dense for people like me. I see through that shit. Some of us are so sensitive, intuitive. I read your name on the screen and I can feel your energetic pattern, bro. Some of us, our nervous system is sick crazy, bro. And if you don't have a regulated nervous system, you can't hold high frequency data in a dysregulated system. This is why trauma healing is quantum work, and it's very important. Epigenetic activations, your environment, listen to this, alrighty? Your environment, your thoughts, your emotions, your belief turns your DNA on and off. That's how important it is. I try to tell you guys, but you don't fucking listen. You are literally reprogramming your biological software through inner alignment. Some of you are doing that in this place right now, and it's subtle. It is a subtle thing. Of course, if you're receptive, 97% of your DNA are receptors. It's receptors. Are you receptive? If not, I don't know why you would sit in here. I don't know why 43 people would sit in here and not be receptive. That's kind of strange. That's a little demonic. The new human, a quantum technology of consciousness, you're not just awakening, you're becoming a bio-electrical quantum capable of transceiving the divine intelligence. Like I said, not everybody can take plasma straight up. They take it indirectly. That means you're very powerful. Listen to me. So we're able to transceive the divine intelligence. That's why they be studying your algorithms. They look at what you watch, who you hang out with. Because they can't create, bro. It's artificial. You are the one that brings the new. You bring the new. You have the eureka moments. You have the light bulb moments. You're able to dance with the actual cosmos. It can seem like chaos. Dancing is a form of chaos. It's not predictable. They try to make patterns of it. You know what I mean? Making love can be seen as chaos. Me standing up for myself in this space, getting in my primordial energy to tackle a little dick demonic energy can be seen as chaos. There's nothing wrong with chaos. There's something wrong with a person that can't wield it. Some of us are primordial. We can handle chaos. Our temple, we don't get nervous. We actually thrive in chaos. Listen, you are a biological antenna. Your DNA, running cosmic software, your soul's blueprint, is now on a planetary circuit board, the crystalline grid. Listen up. You are participating in a multidimensional operating system, the unified field. You don't just receive light codes, baby. You generate them. 44 in this room. In summary, for the densest of minds that are in this room, this is for you and me. Let's ground it simply. The world you live in is not solid. It's a field of probability shaped by your own energy and intentions. None of this requires your belief. You are the projector. So what you think, feel, and believe determines what appears on your freaking screen. What you're thinking, how you're feeling in your own inner alchemy, your own technology. I got 46 people in here. That's 46 different universes. That's 46 different versions of me. I do believe there is a paradigm out there where we're all banging hot, banging in our purpose, and we're all about to go to a yacht party, living it up, banging out our missions. But the fucking thing is, right? You got to be able to get there in spirit. You got to get there in vibration. Vibration, meaning you have to have an embodiment. You got to be able to hold that light. You are also a node in the global grid. That's why it's important for you to wake the fuck up. You can't just be chilling. You're royal. And when you change your state of being, you influence the entire network. This is crucial. This is why Uncle Corey goes hard, bro. I could easily not been in my purpose today and followed my desires. I could easily went to the corner store and bought an eighth and said, fuck everybody, I did my job. No, I listened to my higher self. I sacrificed that part of me. Every one of you got to do this. Sit there and laugh. I don't give a fuck. Every one of you had to have a greater will than I. Come to find out, it's regenerative. Come to find out, it's worth it. This is real frequency work. It's about rebuilding your inner hardware, your brain, your body, and your energy system so you can transmit truth without distortion. This isn't just a spiritual fluff. It is quantum engineering, and it's time that we treat it with the respect and rigor it deserves. If this is a joke, my friend, let it reflect how you're a joke. If the world can be fucking bombastic in their dissonance and their distortion, I think us, because some of you are very evolved, and you're not going to have people tell you that. Some of you are very advanced. You be measuring yourself up to fucking synthetic beings, bro. Fake ass beings, bro. You're very advanced. Some of you are the new earth leaders.
The Metal Alchemist, thank you for joining me on this magical adventure.
Like the video. Subscribe. Hit the riggy-diggy-dig.
This is a message to all the haters out there. If you don't like what I do, but you watch everything I'm doing, you're still a fan.